Hi everyone, welcome you to part 6 of network topologies. Here we are going to learn how computers are connected with each other physically, or what is a physical arrangement of the computers in a network. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing first, let us understand what is a topology. Network topology describes the method in which all the elements of a network are mapped. The topology term refers to both the physical and logical layout of a network. Okay, so how computers are mapped in a network on the basis of different logics, that is called a simple topology. And here we have different topologies, like we have a star topology, we have bus topology, we have mesh topology, we have ring topology. So many topologies are there, but according to the CPSC you have to learn only four specific topology. The number one is bus topology, then we have a star topology, and the difference between these two, or you can say advantages of these two and disadvantages of these two, are really very important. And then we have a tree topology, and finally we have to learn a mesh topology. So without much delay, let's understand what these topologies are. Now on your screen you can see a simple diagram of a bus topology, where we have a centralized backbone terminated by the terminators, and all these are the clients. Okay, so simple. As you can see, we have a backbone. To these backbone we have different branches, and every branches have a workstation, and at the both the terminating points we have terminator. And if a terminator is damaged, then your whole network will not work or will be crash. Okay, so what is a bus topology? Bus topology uses a single cable which connects all the included nodes. That is called a backbone, central line, and the main cable acts as a spine for the entire network. One of the computer in a network act as the computer server. When it has two endpoints, it is known as linear bus topology. Okay, now what are the advantages? And now you can see it is very simple and easy to implement. This is one of the most important, and since we will be using a less cable, it will be a cost efficient as well. Now it is also famous for LAN network because they are inexpensive and easy to install. It is widely used when a network installation is small, simple, or temporary. It is one of the passive technologies. So computer on the bus only listens to the data being sent. They are not responsible for moving the data from one computer to another. Or you can say we cannot have concurrent communication between the two networks. And it is really feasible for only small networks because all the data have to travel through the backbone. So if your number of clients will increase, definitely there will be more traffic and more congestion. So ultimately, after some times, or after including of many computers, it is almost unuseful or not that efficient in communicating. So it is only used for small networks. Now let us talk about some more disadvantages. In case if the common cable fails, that means a backbone, then the entire system will crash. And same thing happens when the terminating points also fails, your complete network crash downs. When a network traffic is heavy, it develops collision in the networks, and at that time you will feel that network is very slow. Whenever network traffic is heavy or nodes are too many, the performance time of this network significantly decreases. Cable are always of a limited length, means you cannot have a very long length cables because of the fact that after a due period of a time, um, your signals get weak. Okay, now let's move to our next topology, that is more popular than the bus topology and are most of the cases implemented in almost all the networks. As you can see, we have a central network device, switch or a hub, and to this network device, switch or a hub, there are many workstation or different other communicating device can be attached. So it is really extensible, and secondly is more robust than the bus topology, and it is easy to debug, while in bus it is really very hard to debug. So this is another disadvantage of bus topology, right? So in the star topology, all the computer network connects with the help of a hub or a switch, and this cable is called a central node, and all other nodes are connected using the central node. It is most popular or on LAN networks as they are inexpensive and easy to install. But as network grows, and if you need to have more computers, you will be using more cable than the bus, right? So as compared to bus topology, it is little bit costly, right? And one more thing, fault detection is easy, but if your central node crashes, your complete networks get down. And if your one of the workstation is on fault, then rest of the network can still work. So it is more robust, right? Now let us discuss some of the advantages. Easy to troubleshoot, set up and modify. Only those nodes are affected that has failed. Other nodes still works. Fast performance with a few nodes and very low network traffic. In star topology, addition, deletion and moving of the devices are easy. So these are the certain advantages of the star topology. Now let us discuss some of the disadvantages. If the hub or a central node fails, attached nodes are disabled or complete network will crash down. Cost of installation of a star topology is comparatively higher than the bus topology. Heavy network traffic can sometimes slow the bus considerably. Performance depends upon the hub's or switch capacity. A damaged cable or lack of a proper transmission may bring the network down. This is really simple. Now, let's move to our next topology, that is a ring topology. Now, here your computers are connected in a ring, but this topology is not in your syllabus. So, we are not going to discuss these. Now, coming to the next topology, that is called a mesh topology. Here we have two examples. You can see this is a half mesh or partial mesh, and this is a full mesh, where one computer is connected to multiple computers. For example, here you can see this node is connected to the two nodes, and this one is also connected to the two nodes. But here this is a node which is connected to multiple, or you can see four nodes. And but these all nodes are not connected with each and every one of them, so that's why this is called a partial mesh. But here you can see a full mesh where each computer is connected with each other individually. For example, let's take this example. This node is connected with this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one directly. So this is when every computer is connected with every other computer of a network, then such type of a topology is called full mesh. But this is really impractical or almost impossible to make, because to add one more node, suppose for example if I'm adding a one more node, then I have to stretch a cable to all these six nodes, and which will require a very huge amount of a cable, as well as it is very intangible to maintain, right? So these are some of the disadvantages of a mesh. Though the network is very robust, but it is very you can say that installation is very high. So these are some of the advantages and disadvantages of the networks. Hope you have learned and enjoyed. Oh, okay, sorry, I forgot to tell you about the tree topology. And you can see when our computers are arranged in a tree-like structure, to one node we have two or more nodes, and to other child node we have two or more nodes. Such type of topology is called tree topology. And some of the advantages are: failure of one node never affects the rest of the network. Node expansion is fast and easy. Detection of error is an easy process because, for example, if these two are not working, that means this is faulty. And if this computer network or this guy is not able to communicate with this one, then fault lies in this. So fault detection is comparatively easy than the bus topology or mesh topology, right? Now, coming to the disadvantages, it is heavily cable topology. So obviously when we use a huge amount of a cable, then we need money to maintain that or to buy those cables. So this will be costly as comparative to other topologies. If more nodes are added, then its maintenance is difficult. If the hub or concentrator fails, attached nodes are also disabled. Okay, so these are the certain advantages and disadvantages of a tree topology. Now hope you have learned it or understood what are topologies, and you will find easy to answer question based on these topologies. Okay, and now one more thing, you should not get confused between the type of network and topology. Topology is how computers are connected within a LAN, and if we talk about the type of network, it is the uh, means size of the network. For example, for a small network, if a single person is using it, then it is called a PAN. When a size of a network is very small, up to 1 kilometers, then it is generally termed as LAN. And if it is expanded to the city or a big city, then it is said to be a MAN. And if it connects two different cities or two very different uh, very two, you can say that, very distinct geographical regions, then this is called a wide area network or a WAN. So these two are really very different. When type of network is asked, then you have to choose LAN, WAN, MAN or PAN. When topology is asked, you have to choose star topology, bus topology, tree or mesh, or sometimes you can suggest the ring topology as well. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.